Hi, I'm Shao. In photography, there are rules for everything. If you want to make a shareable, compelling image that will gain some traction over media or print, all you have to do is adhere to those rules. Apart from the obvious rules for operating the camera, how to expose, how to use each of the factors affecting exposure in order to get a correct result, how to autofocus. There are rules for composition, or how to make a photograph that will present your subject in a beautiful way. To make it concise, I will just read you the list I made of the rules that will ensure a really beautiful, compelling image. First of all, every photograph should have only one point of interest, or focal point. That includes the subject or the interesting part of your photo, which is the reason why you bothered to take that photo in the first place. Now that focal point should be well lit, sharp, detailed, because it is the center of attention in the photograph, and everything should point the viewer's eye to that focal point. So, of course, to assist the eye to go to the right place, that area of interest should be exposed correctly and be contrasty and sharp. The rest of the area of the image should support that focal point. There should be nothing to distract the eye from going right there. Next, all motion in the scene has to be frozen. That will ensure maximum sharpness and detail in the critical areas of the photograph. Next, there should be a harmony of contrast and color, again, to make the image more pleasing to the eye, more digestible, with no blown or blocked areas. So everything falls into the dynamic range of the camera you use. Next, there should be no artifacts, no grain, no distortion, no skew of the horizon or vertical lines, and no other optical artifacts such as chromatic aberrations, flares, and all those flaws that we are so And the last point, the photograph should be size neutral, which means that whatever size you look at it, whether it's on a 4x6 print, a large print, or a screen, the photograph will look the same. There will be the same amount of detail visible, and enlarging it would not reveal any extra layers of complexity. Everything should be very easy to look at and understand at first glance. If you follow all these guidelines, you will make a beautiful image. There is no dispute on it. But those images will be also very neutral. They will lack a sense of personality. They would lack a sense of originality, which is really what art is all about. And they will probably lack something deep, something profound to say, a message. In fact, this representation of the scene is very much what AI is trained to do. So if you keep making such beautiful, neutral photographs, you will be suspected of using generative AI. Which means your photos would be suspected as fake. It has happened to some photographers who put too much emphasis on the aesthetics of their photography. I would strongly propose or suggest that you adopt the principle of imperfection. That means forgetting about all those rules and making your compositions intuitive, with a strong emphasis on the way you see. That would give your photographs a certain style, which is organic, which is based on your own vision, on your own values, and will make them unique. Maybe they will not be liked by the whole world, by the whole photographic community. Maybe you won't be flattered so much, but your photographs will be true, in the sense that they represent you as an individual, unique storyteller or artist, if you like. The main value of a photograph is not its aesthetics, it's the message it holds, the emotional connection it inspires in the viewer. And sometimes we tend to forget that. I don't want to obsess too much with theory, because I see myself as a photographer who does actual work in the real world. Let me tell you a story. Last week I photographed a wedding. I'm not considered a professional photographer, so usually I do not charge for such work. It was just a favor I did to a friend. Well, it's not really a favor. I did it quite willingly. But I was not the main photographer. I did not have to do all the formal work that is involved in such events. I was asked to just walk around and take whatever images I saw fit. And that put me squarely in my element. Because this is basically what I like to do. I like photographing people from a short distance. I like to show the energy. I like to be absorbed in the atmosphere. I like to drink whatever the population in those events drinks. I like to dance with them. I like to talk to them. And in between, I also put the camera up to my eye and take photographs. So I felt very comfortable doing that. And of course, that allows me to use the focal length I like, which in this case was 28 millimeters. That focal length allows you to let the viewer really feel the energy, feel like they were taking actual part in the event. Those photographs are quite energetic, and I emphasize the energy, the movement, the motion by incorporating some motion blur. Now, the venue of this, where the wedding took place, was not lit very well. It was quite a large hall with a low ceiling, all surrounded by windows, and it took place in the afternoon, so there was still a lot of light coming through those windows. And it was a sunny winter afternoon, so the sun was quite low, but the light was quite bright. So of course there were a lot of blown areas in those images. I could have addressed that. I could have underexposed 2 to 3 stops to make everything a little darker. Then the windows would be full of details showing the surroundings of the venue. Or I could have used a flash to balance the exposure. But you see, it's not my thing. I would rather expose for the subject and let everything else fall into place. And if there are bright areas that are blown, so be it. Those are not the subjects of my photograph, so I don't really care. Same goes for leveling the camera. I did not have time for that. I was absorbed in the energy, and I concentrated on the people in my scene. So if a lot of the lines were skewed, so be it. I don't really care. I didn't really try to isolate my subjects. I tried to show the whole context, to make those images as immersive as I could. So I had to include a lot of distractions in my photographs, which I don't view as distractions. They're just part of the scene. They add to the energy, and they're an important part of the photograph. The wide lens I used has the advantage of making everything closer, immersing the viewer in the atmosphere, in the mood, letting them feel the joy. But on the other hand, it also distorts when photographing people from a very close distance. But again, I don't care. It's not something I consider to be a flaw. So to sum it up, the photographs I took are really unique in their imperfection, but they represent what I like to do. I think that they convey the joy, the energy of the event, and that is what I try to say with that series of photographs. never intended to represent the subject in the most neutral, beautiful way possible. I only tried to tell the story, what happened, what it felt like. And I hope that the viewer can feel it too and share this joy. So I beg you to forget all those rules and create strong, meaningful work that is your own. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and see you again soon.